Hello to you fans, this is a new series of me. My name is Glatose. I play Age of Empires 2 at woobly.com. I'm a noob player, I'm a very beginner player. I'm not that good at my game, and the series that I will bring to you is Noobs for Noobs. Noobs games for noobs players and for noobs players and from noobs players that of course are of some have some fun and you we sometimes find something educational in them. I will mostly present my games, of course not of my games, because beginners players and beginners gaming have one disadvantage. There's not a lot of action in the most part of the game. I will present some of my games which I think are more interesting or more educational in order for us to become better players, and maybe in the future some other players games if they have something important to show. This is one of my games that I have played recently. Um, it was a random land map with random civilizations. As you can see from the map and the scouting I have done so far, it seems to be Oasis. If you are not sure, if you are playing a random map and you are not sure at the beginning what map is this, you can always click here, the objectives, and they will tell. Here it tells you the map type, Oasis. So, as you can see, we are playing Oasis. It's a standard Oasis map, and I'm the red player, Glatose, playing as the Koreans, and my opponent is the blue player, Polarius, if I spell it correctly, playing as the Goths. Now, uh, of course, I have already seen my civilization and my opponent's civilization, so what I'm thinking is, well, uh, I'm fucked. I'm playing against Goths. Goths have very good infantry, and if a player Goth begins to produce infantry early, like in the Castle Age, then it's little the things I can do. So, what is my strategy? My strategy is to go to fast castle and then go to as fast as I can to the Imperial Age, because at the Imperial Age Koreans have uh, hand cannoneers, and hand cannoneers are a good answer to the Goths' infantry. Now, so I am going to the castle age as fast as I can. Let's see if my opponent. My opponent here is playing very good, an okay game for a noob player. He's also a noob player as I am. He has taken his two boars. He is finding more ships. He is building here a lumber camp, and now he's going for the deers. Uh, Taking deers is a good strategy. It's a must do strategy, and I'm telling this because a lot of noobs players usually, go for the forage bushes for their ships, and then going straight forward to farming. No, you should take your boars and you should take your deers because it's free food, and it means that you um, save resources like wood for something else. Um, So I have clicked first for the feudal age. Polarius, the blue player, is also going to the feudal age. Will be in the feudal age maybe in the same time. I have taken my boars. I'm finding more ships, and I'm taking forage bushes, and I have start farming. Now, as you can see, this is a mistake. I haven't collected my deer, but my opponent had a better strategy, made a good choice, and collected all his food resources. Now, as you can see, the blue player is doing some economy upgrades. This is the best for him. Also, here you can see a mistake. I have generally a good map, an easy rollable map. I could make this line of buildings a little closer to my town center in order to have more protection, and this line of buildings too. So I have clicked to the castle age. It's an okay time in 15 minutes at 27 villagers. We are in the same villagers. Oh, apparently my opponent has just lost one. Maybe here. And he is rolling and I'm rolling. Of course, gods don't have stone walls, so he puts down palisade walls, and my opponent is at 28 villagers, I'm at 27 villagers, and here my opponent finds some more ships. My opponent have built a military building, a barrack. Now he's doing forging, so he's prepared for an early attack. Um, I have gone to the castle age by building a blacksmith and a market, and I have no military buildings. This is wrong in general, because if you don't have military buildings, you will be uh, target for easily for a early attack. But I'm rolling, and it's a double layer roll, because we are noobs, and so if an opponent force come to attack me, I will have some time to prepare a defensive army. Um, Here, my opponent do some scouting. Let's do the scouts. You see, I have scouted um, a lot of the map. It's really important to scout around you at first, and then your opponent, in order to know what he is doing right now. Um, my opponent has maybe a better scouting, I think so, yes. And now he is creating some spearmen. Now, I think that my opponent fears that I might. Of course, he's still at feudal age. He's more. He was had more score. Uh, Maybe he is afraid that I will attack with knights now that I have gone to the castle age, but I'm not. Um, and of course, another big mistake that noobs do is that doing the attack upgrades before the defensive upgrades. When you have melee units like spearman, like the cavalry, paladins, knights, um, or champions, etc., you must first go for the armor upgrades, and then go for the attack upgrades. Now here I'm trying to take this relic. I converted this villager who was trying to wall, and I won't manage to take the relic. But I have taken this relic. I have already taken a relic, I think, from here, and I will probably collect this relic too. So, my opponent is now going to the castle age, and he has just some spearmen. He has a lot of army, uh, archers and skirmishers, but it's an army of no use because I am already in the castle age and I have already wall. So, in general, if you have an army, you should use it. This is the best thing to do. This is a common mistake. My opponent made an army. It would be okay to have a defensive army just in case, but in this case we have a lot of army that could be used to attack and disrupt my economy, but it was not used for that purpose. So I have collected, I think, three relics. You should know that collecting relics, especially in one vs1 matches, um, are very important because they give you an extra gold that might come in handy. I have, as you see, three town centers, a classic three town center build of my economy, uh, and I'm going now heavily on farms and of course wood. I'm building a castle here because I like putting my castles between my town centers in order to protect them from a sneaky attack. And I have already built a castle here to protect these piles of gold that are very important for me. My opponent have the same army, have built one more barrack here, and he's building a barrack here as well. This is good, this is a good strategy. Why? Because as I said before, Goths are very good with their infantry, so they need a lot of barracks, and from their barracks they create infantry almost instantly. So, if they manage to produce a steady flow of infantry, they overcome any difficulties and any enemies. And here, my opponent, he might have choose to attack from both sides. This is also a good strategy to, if you are able to do it, to attack from both sides and make the other player nervous, and not be able to react uh, quickly. So as you see here, I'm going to the Imperial Age. I have done all my economy upgrades also, and now I'm doing some uh, military upgrades, and I have begun to create military buildings. Now, this is late. Uh, I should have built military buildings a lot earlier, uh, but I have built them now, and I'm uh, I'm going for cavaliers, and I think soon build archery range to have also um, the hand cannoneers. Now, my opponent have some. Now I think he builds his first um, castle, and he goes also to the Imperial Age. And he builds a lot of barracks. Yes, this is a good strategy, I said before, for the goths. And here he have some barracks too. Let's see what if my opponent have seen these walls. Yes, he has seen these walls. So he knows that he will need here some units that can tear down these walls, uh, maybe from a siege workshop. And I'm now beginning to build the archery range. Now let's see what is going on the economies of the player. As you can see here, my economy is pretty good. I am at 93 villagers. The general rule is that your villager should be the half of your total population. Uh, I'm trying to convert this in order not to let my opponent know what I am doing in my base. Um, as I was telling, I have a pretty good economy with almost half of my villagers. Same goes for my opponent. He has how much? One, two, and three, four town centers. Oh, and here starts my attack. I have cavaliers, I have bomber cannons, and here comes, I think, my opponent here builds a castle and have some huskers ready, and here comes, yes, the hand cannoneers. Now, my opponent has made a mistake. As I said before, he has done the attack upgrades than the defensive upgrades for his infantry. You should, but for the ranged units, you should do the attack upgrades first. Here I lure, as you can see, the opponent out of the walls in order to kill the units with my hand cannoneers. Uh, my opponent attacks with the trebuchets to my bomber cannons. This is clever of him. And now I have killed the military buildings, the military units, sorry, most of them at least, and I'm going slowly for the castle. My opponent have some military units here, a lot actually, and now he, I think, wants to attack to my gate, but he has no siege units, and I have a double layer of wall here. So if he doesn't bring any siege units, he won't pass through here quickly enough to disrupt my base and my economy from the back. I'm tearing down this castle, I think, um, and I'm using my hand cannoneers to deal with the Goths infantry. And I have these cavaliers in case my opponent had choose to build some skirmishers to counter my hand cannoneers. So this was my strategy. This is my strategy. And here the Huskers and the Harbarriers are trying to um, break down my gate. I have fortified walls. I don't think it will be easy. I don't know. Maybe he's building some trebuchets here. Yes, he is. This is good for him. But I'm almost at his economy. I don't know if he will be quick enough. And here I am converting his his units it doesn't really matter, you know, but okay. Uh, and I'm moving on slowly to his economy. Here I will try to deny this castle if I manage to. I can't really remember. You see the population here. His villagers are dropping. He has a lot of less military of than me, and I have a better kill to death ratio. I think I have denied this wall, and here my opponent resigned. Uh, he didn't even manage to break through my wall. So, um, what can we um, what can we make out of this game? Uh, if you are Goth and you are playing against Koreans, I think the best strategy is to attack early, to attack as early as possible at the castle age. Uh, Produce some Haskars and throw them at my economy, disrupt my economy, even destroy my economy. A lot of Haskars at the castle age with some pikemen and siege units could do the trick. But my opponent left me to go to Imperial Age. At the Imperial Age, I could create hand cannoneers, and I had a good and okay answer to the infantry of the Goths. Uh, so, uh, what I did wrong? I should have also attacked earlier because um, I should have built my military buildings earlier, and I should have attacked my opponent earlier to disrupt him of making infantry in the castle age. So uh, this was a noob game between two noobs players for my series Noobs for Noobs. I think we all learn something from it and have some fun, and I will be bringing to you more interesting games. Thank you for watching.